Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anita. So the notification for the IBPS SO, Specialist Officer, is being out, and today I'm here to discuss about the important point and the important dates that you need to keep in mind, right? So in this video, I am going to discuss about all the important points that you need to keep in mind before filling the form, right? Because filling application form is a very important thing, and most of the time it happens that candidates take it casually, and during the time of interview they get worried that they misfilled this information and they have not filled it correctly, or they just bluff it out. So you should avoid all these things and just go through the notification in detail and then fill the form very carefully, right? So let's discuss that what are the important points that we need to keep in mind while filling the form. So yeah, common recruitment process for recruitment of specialist officers in participative banks for vacancies of 2023 and 24, right? So these are the vacancies which is for the year 2023 and 24. And those who are not aware of the pattern of the examination, online examination preliminary and main for the next common recruitment process for selection of personal and specialist officer career posts below in the participating banks is tentatively scheduled in December 2022 and January 2023. So these are the tentative vacancies. IT officer scale 1 44, agriculture field officer 516, Rajbhasha Adhikari 25, law officer 10, HR personal HR/personal officer 15, marketing officer 100, right? These are the important tentative schedules and the dates that you need to keep in mind. The online registration is already being started from 1st of November and the last date is 21st of November. So do not wait for the last date, right? If you have made up your mind to fill this form, then please fill it right now. Do not wait for the last date that okay मैं last में जाके fill करूंगा. Last में क्या होता है, बहुत सारे बच्चे last के लिए ही wait करते हैं. सर्वर क्रैश हो जाता है, सर्वर स्लो हो जाता है, आपकी इमेज नहीं अपलोड होती, आपकी पेमेंट नहीं हो रहा है, पेमेंट अगर अपलोड हो गया है तो आपका फॉर्म नहीं शो हो रहा है. सो देयर आर लॉट ऑफ lot of difficulties you'll face during the end days. So please do not wait for the last date. अगर आपने you have made your mind, then please fill it now, right? Also, one very important thing is there will be no separate window for the edit or the modification of the application form. So while filling the form, you need to be very careful कि आप क्या उसमें fill कर रहे हैं, ठीक है? Now, payment of application fees and intimation charges जो है वो ऑनलाइन पेमेंट होगा. इसका डेट सेम है 1st of November to 21st of November. डाउनलोड ऑफ कॉल लेटर्स फॉर ऑनलाइन एग्जामिनेशन प्रिलिमिनरी का जो होगा वो आप दिसंबर में डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं. अभी जो एग्जामिनेशन की डेट्स दी हुई हैं फॉर प्रिलिमिनरी एग्जाम दैट इज 24 दिसंबर एंड 31st दिसंबर. इनमें से किसी एक डेट को आपको जो है एग्जामिनेशन होगा प्रिलिमिनरी का. Now, result of online exam preliminary जो है वो January 2023 में आएगा and download of call letter for online examination mains will be in the month of January. For the date of online examination mains, they have mentioned is 29 January 2023. Declaration of result of main online examination जो है February में होगा. Declaration of main online exam जो है February में होगा, Feb 2023. Download of call letters for interview जो होगा, those who will qualify the main examination, they will get their call letters for the interview, and and the same will be downloaded in the month of February. आपका जो interview conduction time है, that is the conduct of interview will be held in the month of February and March, and the provisional allotment will be done in the month of April 2023. So these are the few tentative schedules that you need to keep in mind, and they have also mentioned it before registering online candidates are advised to read the detailed notification, follow the instructions mentioned therein. You need to read the information in detail so that you will have the answers of all your queries, right? So let's see the advertisement in detail. These are the posts for which the vacancies will be there as they have mentioned it, right? And these are the list of participating banks which are participating this time for these vacancies for this recruitment, and currently the vacancy is being reflected by the Union Bank of India only. So these are the tentative scheduled which I have already discussed with you all. Now, before filling the form, please read the eligibility criteria very carefully. The age, minimum years is 20 years and the maximum age is 30 years. A candidate must have been born not earlier than 2/11/1992 and not later than 1/11/2002, both dates inclusive. So ये दोनों ही dates जो है वो inclusive हैं. Accordingly, you need to fill your form. Now, the educational qualification plays very important role. Please read it carefully. Marketing officer, minimum age 20 years, maximum age 30 years. Graduate and 2 years full-time MMS marketing, 2 years full-time MBA marketing, 2 years full-time PGDBA, PGDBM, PGPM, PGDM with specialization in marketing. Now, there are a lot of confusion in case of dual specialization. So they have mentioned here, in case of dual specialization, one of the fields of specialization should be in the field prescribed, that is in marketing. In case of major and minor specialization, major specialization should be in the stream prescribed. Candidates have PG degree, MMS or MBA/PG diploma with more than 2 specializations are not eligible to apply, right? So please go to the education qualification and then fill the form. Now, this is the relaxation of upper age limit. For the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe is 5 years. For other backward classes, non-creamy layer is 3 years. Person with benchmark disability is 10 years, and for ex-serviceman is 5 years, and persons affected by 1994 rights is 5 years. Quickly, we'll go through with the pattern of the examination. Yeah, so for this pattern is for the preliminary examination, and this is for the post of law officer and Rajbhasha Adhikari, and this is for the post of IT officer, agriculture field officer, HR and personal officer, and marketing officer, right? So in case of law officer and Rajbhasha Adhikari, the one section will be of general awareness with special reference to banking industry, and in case of IT officer, agriculture, HR, personal, marketing, it will be replaced by quant, right? Now, English language will consist of 50 questions. Marks will be 25, and the medium of examination hoga, that is the language is English. Duration is. Next is reasoning. Reasoning, the number of questions will be 50. Maximum marks will be 50, and medium of examination will be English and Hindi. That means ये आपको दोनों ही लैंग्वेज में अवेलेबल होगा. रीजनिंग सेक्शन इंग्लिश में भी देख सकते हैं, हिंदी में भी देख सकते हैं, ठीक है. ड्यूरेशन विल बी 40 minutes, and for the quant also the number of questions will be 50. Quant section, number of questions 50, maximum marks 50, and it will also be available in both the language English and Hindi, and time duration will be of 40 minutes, right? Those who are not aware of it, candidates have to qualify in each of the 3 tests by securing minimum cutoff marks to be decided by IBPS. That means you need to qualify the minimum marks in each section along with the overall cutoff, right? There will be a separate timing for each section, 40 minutes duration, right? And adequate number of candidates in each category as decided by IBPS depending upon recruitment will be shortlisted for online main examination. Now, we'll also discuss about the main examination pattern. For the main examination, for the post of law officer, IT officer, agriculture field officer, HR, personal and marketing officer, the number of professional knowledge will be there. Number of questions will be 60, and maximum marks will be 60, and medium of examination English, Hindi both, and duration 45 minutes. So currently, in case of marketing officer, you can see the vacancies given by the Union Bank only. Apart from this, other bank is showing 0, right? So these banks will have vacancies by the time you will finish your interview process. And NR means the vacancy is not reported currently, right? So you will have these vacancies are tentative. You will have vacancies by the time you will finish your interview process. So these are the examination centers जिनकी लिस्ट आपको गिवन है. You can go through the guidelines for the scanning and the upload of documents, that what all is required for the thumb impression, signature, and for the photograph, right? So please go through the advertisement very carefully. You will see a section of experience. Fill your experience, whatever experience you have. Do not bluff, because this application form will be in front of the interview panel during the time of interview. So at that time, you should not regret that whatever I have filled is not to my knowledge. What should I do now, right? So please fill the information carefully, and do not bluff. Be very particular about the categories and the date of birth and the subjects you have taken. So that's all in the video. Thank you for watching.